FX Nation, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another Forex video in the series, and today we're going to go ahead and focus on Type 2. So what is a Type 2 setup? Okay, so just like we did with Type 1, we're going to break it down for you. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. All right, we're going to start off with the same thing. Yellow line is the beginning of the week. And then, beginning of the day, excuse me. And then this is our Asian range, right? And so as price moves up and down, up and down, up and down, right? Type 2 is going to be a type where it's either going to stay at the low, the Asian low, or it's going to stay at the Asian high, like this. Okay, so one of two things: it's either going to stay at the low, and basically you'll see once you block out the Asian block, it's basically going to stay here at the low or at the high. It won't go above it. Okay, so remember, Type 1 was when it went above or below. This one, Type 2, is basically when it is staying either at the low or at the high. And just like Type 1, we're basically looking for these patterns. We're looking for a W, an M, and then, or either a railroad track, morning star, evening star, or quarter wood. Okay, so very, as far as what we're looking for, the same concept is going to be with all three setups. The main difference is that Type 2 setup is going to be a setup that happens either at the low or at the high of the Asian range. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you some examples of some Type 2 setups here so we can get a good chunk out of it. Alright, guys, so let's take a look at these setups here. So here's some Type 2 examples. Alright, so for this example here, we're looking at basically the Asian box here, and then as you can see, they went in one time, Asian low, came back up, hit it again, and then rise. You see that? So that's a W pattern Type 2 setup. Okay. Now, whenever you hear me, you might hear me say sometimes trading from the edge, and that's just basically meaning like the setup happened literally immediately right after the Asian box. Okay. So typically we wait, for the W, the M pattern to form. Sometimes the second leg is here and the first leg is already inside of the Asian box. And so whenever that happens, that's trading on the edge. All right. All right, here's another one, another W pattern. This is what I mean by trading on the edge, where the first leg is already inside of the Asian box, came back up, second leg already created here, boom, we rise. Now, this is the W pattern. Now, also one thing to look at on this example here is that you see right here, we did have a morning star as well. Okay, so we had a W and a morning star on the second leg, which is ridiculously good confirmation, and you saw how that panned out. On this one here, another trade that's basically trading the edge as well, where we had the first leg here, came down, came back up, and then boom. So M pattern, Type 2 setup, you see we're up here by the high of the Asian range, right? And then we drop down. All right, here's another Type 2. And here we have one touch, came back up, another touch, came back, three touches towards the Asian high here. You see that? So this is basically an M, but it touched three times. So what happens is a lot of times is market makers will go ahead and hit it again to make the M, but they sometimes don't have enough orders to actually make this move here. So what they do is they'll go ahead and go back and hit it again, basically trying to get as many traders to go long as possible, so that way they can drop and have the orders that they need for them. All right. All right, here's another one. And you see here on this one here, we have basically 4 hits to the low, and this happens again whenever banks need to make enough orders for this move to happen. They hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. They're going to hit it as many times as they need to convince you to go short, so then that way they can go long. And also you see on this one here, you see how it's always pinning to the Mayo as well. So you see how the Mayo line here is protecting. That's another good confirmation signal as well. All right, guys. So those are basically, that's the type 2 setup. Okay. Pretty simple. I mean, everything is essentially the same as type 1. The only difference is that we're talking about type 2, and type 2s typically form on either the high or the low evasion range. That's it. We're still looking for the same thing, M's or W's, or if we don't get an M or W, we're looking for railroad tracks, morning star, evening star, or quarter wood. Okay, same thing, but literally just where it forms is different. Okay, and on the next video, we'll go ahead and talk about type 3 setups, so that way you know what you're looking for with those. But please do me a favor, guys. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought about the type 2 setup. If you have any questions about it or anything like that I can help you with. Okay. Again, entries are the exact same as type 1s, right? So you don't have to do anything different. The different types is basically how they're formed. Everything else that I explained about type 1 on how type 1 setups entries works exactly the same on type 2 and type 3. Okay, it's just a different where they form that is going to be different. All right, guys, until next time, thank you so much and enjoy the rest of your day. Guys, one last thing. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate the fact that you take the time to watch my videos. I really hope that I've added value in each of the videos that I make for you guys, and I hope that you're learning something. As always, guys, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Please like and share the videos if you found value in them. And also, don't forget to visit our website at www.fxntrading.com. Once again, guys, thank you so much. I'm truly blessed.